Harry's Wife, Part 101.79, Plummeting Popularity. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. Harry's wife needs her existence validated. Therefore, it's necessary for her to ensure that there are PR pieces being pumped out on her behalf, praising her fashion choices, the fact that she's apparently a foodie, that she is a bananatarian. Whenever she attends something, it must be recorded and witnessed. Whatever she does, it must be heralded, whether it's sending a thank you note, choosing a wreath, or the simple fact that she turned up with some crappy sandwiches. She can't do anything quietly. Her narcissism demands that every single act is heralded in some form. This, of course, means that there's a lot of material about her. There are plenty of other people who engage in charitable acts who don't talk about it, don't herald it, and they just get on with it. It's similar behaviour that you see, for example, when you might have witnessed some of the videos on YouTube Shorts or TikTok, where you get somebody who's in a supermarket, and they wander up and they pay for the goods for somebody as a surprise, an act of kindness. But actually, it isn't. Because why do they need to film it? Why don't you just go and do it? And sure, you could mention it to one or two friends. Hey, I did a good act today. Or not even mention it at all. And some people might say themselves, oh, I was in Tesco today, or Sainsbury's, or Walmart, and a stranger came up and paid for my goods. Let them announce it if they want to. But of course, these individuals that do this, they're not really doing it motivated by kindness. They might think they're being kind, but they're doing it because they've got a pal filming it, and then they'll stick it on YouTube or TikTok or wherever, and gain money as a consequence of monetizing that content. It's not necessarily the case that it's always narcissists that engage in such behaviour. Normal people do, misled, of course, by the pursuit of fame, in inverted commas. Harry's wife, however, is similar. Everything that she must do, everything must be exhibited, validated, because she needs to control and she needs the fuel. It also means that because of the way that her narcissism has functioned and has brought her into conflict with so many people, that she is something of a train wreck that so many people can't help but keep watching. This also has been picked up by the media, who know that she's worthy of clicks. And therefore, there's an absolute glut of information about her on a daily basis. Different aspects of her life, what she might have done, something she's done in the past, something she might do in the future, something to do with fashion, something to do with food, something to do with travel, something to do with something that might have been said or not been said, somewhere where she might go or not go. A deal that's involved that's producing nothing, a deal that's produced something that isn't particularly good. There's so much that people want to comment on with regard to her behaviour, which means that my inbox bursts to the seams with helpful Tudorites sending to me links to the various articles, pieces of footage, videos, and so on and so forth, inviting me to comment and explain it. What I actually produce is but a small fraction of the material that's out there. Believe me, as I might create between 4 or 10 videos about her, I could easily, if time allowed, create 50, 75, 100 daily about her. Such is the wealth of material that's there. And it's interesting, because she has a strange kind of popularity, not for the reasons that she would like, but she's popularly unpopular, if I can put it that way. People want to know about her, albeit many people don't like her. In terms of actually liking her and being popular for being liked, it's not good news for Harry's wife, because as the US Sun reports, lost her Markle. Shock poll reveals Harry's wife's popularity is plummeting, but she's still more loved than a surprising senior royal. Harry's wife's popularity has sunk following Megxit, although she still has more public support than publicity-shy Prince Edward, a new poll shows. I doubt he'd give a fig. Despite the controversy surrounding the Duchess, 41, who quit the United Kingdom along with her husband Prince Harry in 2020, she is still admired by younger Brits, the survey indicates. Overall, the question was posed, who do you admire the most? And I have to say that the picture that they've chosen to go with it looks like that the Prince of Wales is back scuttling the Princess of Wales, that he's on his vinegar strokes. It must be said that he's at that point of no return, and certainly looks like the Princess of Wales is enjoying herself nevertheless. Interesting. Of course, it's meant to record that they are joyous and rapturous about the outcome of the poll, because when the question is raised, who do you admire the most? William tops it on 23%, Kate 20%, King Charles 19%, Anne 19%, Harry 16%, Sophie 10%, Camilla 9%, and Harry's wife also on 9%, with George and Edward on 7%. In the 18 to 24 age group, Harry's on 29%, Harry's wife on 19%, followed by Charles on 16%, William's down on 11%, Kate's on 13%. In the 25 to 34 group, William is on 16%, Harry on 16%, Princess of Wales on 16%, Harry's wife on 12%, Charles on 11%, and Anne on 10%. Then in the 35 to 44 group, William is first on 26%, Charles next on 21%, Kate 21%, Harry 17%. Harry's wife doesn't appear on the list. 45 to 54, William on 23%, Kate on 23%, Harry on 21%, Charles on 21%, Anne on 15%, Camilla on 10%, Harry's wife on 10%. 55 to 64, Anne tops it on 27%, followed by Kate at 26%, William on 25%, Charles 24%, Harry 12%, Harry's wife doesn't appear. So she's certainly not popular between those of 35 and 44 and 55 and 64. And those that are older than 65 place William top on 30%, Anne 26%, Charles 20%, Kate 19%, Sophie 13%, Camilla 8%, Edward 7%, Andrew 6%, Louise 4%, and Harry's wife 4%. Imagine being lower than Prince Andrew. Dear me. All of this, other than the age group of 18 to 24 and, to a slight extent, 25 to 34, results in not particularly good news for Harry's wife. Another poll asks the question, should Harry and Harry's wife return as working royals? 30% don't know. 30% say yay. 40% say nay. The article continues, in the wake of Queen Elizabeth's death, royalists are rallying for the new king, with half saying he will be a good ruler. In the Sun's exclusive royal survey, a fifth of the 2,000 people polled sobbed through the royal family and half grieved as they watched. The new Prince and Princess of Wales are as popular as ever, but Harry's wife and Harry are still dividing opinion. Question asked, did your opinion of Harry improve or get worse after the funeral? 12% don't know. 19% thought more of him. 19% thought less of him. 50% no change. Should the royal family be slimmed down? Yes, say 42%. No, say 32%. 26% don't know. 49% say it should include only the direct line of succession. And then let's find out who the crybabies are in the United Kingdom, or perhaps those with the most emotional empathy. The question was raised, did you cry at the funeral? 57% in Aberystwyth did. 39% in Wrexham did. What's going on in Wales? A lot of onions there, perhaps? 37% in Oxford. 37% in Southampton. 34% in Brighton and Hove. Belfast, 32%. Worcester, 28%. Coventry, 26%. Newcastle, why I like, 25%. Gloucester, 25%. Manchester, White Orchid, 24%. Cambridge, 23%. Leicester, 23%. Sheffield, 23%. London, 21%. Chelmsford, 21%. Portsmouth, 19%. Liverpool, 17%. York, 17%. And Wolverhampton, 17%. During the Queen's funeral, 21% they cried. 49% said they felt sad but didn't cry. 11% didn't feel sad. And 19% didn't watch it. Then they're asked, who's the best dress? Princess Kate tops it. Harry's wife comes second. Really? Quite astonishing, that, given the fact that, to compare the two of them, that Harry's wife engages in Kermit Goes to Church, Fridge by Valentino, Emoji Poo Hat, Pit Stains of Doom, Chairman Mao Goes to Harlem, The Bouncing Berry of Harlem, Overripe Burst Tomato Lady. Inspector Gadget gets booed. And then we have Princess Kate. Golden wow. And others more besides. Prince William comes third as best dressed. Harry comes in 8th, which surprises me, being above Princess Anne and Prince George. Harry invariably looks like a scruff bag. However, when it comes to those aged 18 to 24, Harry's wife tops the charts, followed by Princess Kate. When people are asked who's your favourite royal partner, Princess Kate tops it at 33%, followed by Sophie, Countess of Wessex, 21%. Harry's wife, 18%, Queen Consort Camilla, 17%, and Mike Tyndall, he of the I'm not fucking talking to you, 15%. Should Harry and Harry's wife's children get to be prince and princess? 40% say yay. 30% say no. 30% don't know. Also, should Prince Andrew return as a working royal? 25% don't know. 20% say yes. 55% say no, Mr. Hansy, they don't want you back. So whilst there are some glimmers of hope for Harry's wife with regard to being viewed as best dressed by the age group of 18 to 24, and being reasonably popular, of course, in that same age group, along with Harry, and reasonably popular in 25 to 34, it's bad news overall. Bad news in the age groups of 35 to 44 and 55 to 64 in particular. She doesn't even score there, and she's low down in the age groups of 45 to 54 and 65 plus. All of which, of course, is demonstrative of the way that many people see her. And you can see where the core of her fan base is amongst those aged 18 to 24. Far be it from me to suggest that those individuals, their brains haven't yet fully formed. That would purely be scurrilous of me, would not. However, for Harry's wife, this news is not good news for her. She wants to be top of the tree. She wants to be admired. And, of course, wherever she trails behind the nemesis, this will wound her. Polls, of course, can be fixed in the way that whoever is asking the question. But nevertheless, repeatedly we've seen in a number of polls, Harry's wife does not do well, and her popularity continues to plummet. She, of course, will dismiss this, focusing on that core group of being people who are kind and understand, and they are the future. With everybody else, they're old and bigoted, and they don't know me, would be the response that her narcissism would give in order to nullify this threat to control. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.